the dragons, man, they're low-key actually growing on me more, especially with this episode. I don't want them to win. We want to see more Ragna action, absolutely slaughtering them, but I've gotten a little bit more respect for Kamui and Ultimatia because this was, woo, man, they did this scene so freaking well. So Ultimatia is still just absolutely broken. She's not actually able to use her powers anymore. So Kamui comes and visits her as she's in bed. And I don't know how long it's technically been, but it seems like, yeah, she's just done and over with everything right now. She is just so mentally messed up where she just can't even face anyone else. She doesn't want to talk to a single person. But he comes in, gives her a little bit of crap that he just absolutely loves to do. Hey, this dude that you see, I'm holding his freaking head. Do you want to know what I did to the man? And she doesn't because, well, even though she's wanting to destroy all the humans, because I guess that's what their god wants, she doesn't actually enjoy slaughtering them, which we kind of find out in the previous episodes. But she is, I wouldn't say absolutely against killing them, but she just doesn't take enjoyment out of seeing these people suffer. But Kamui, yeah, he absolutely enjoys the thrill of the fight. I cannot wait till we see the Ragna and Kamui freaking fight. That's going to be amazing. But anyways, he's having a good deep talk with her, and he actually is holding the sword that Ragna created, and he's holding it with no problem. But he does say that even I have to grip it with everything I've got or my hands get numb. So these swords are definitely no joke. And we kind of knew that they could already hurt the dragons very effectively, but Kamui, I'm guessing, is the strongest dude there is of the dragons, or at least one of them, right? And the fact that he says that he has to really focus to make sure it doesn't actually hurt him, although, like, yeah, he says that he has to grip it with everything he's got, but it doesn't really necessarily seem like he's fighting for his freaking life here. It's just like, yeah, I actually have to take it somewhat seriously to not let it hurt me. So that's actually pretty impressive. And he's tormenting Ultimatia a little bit. He's like, hey, look at the sword, you know? And she's freaking out. Don't put that near me. I don't want to see it. And she gets all mad at him and actually picks it up and slices him open, bro. And he just laughs at her, bro. And it's just like, hey, look at that. You're holding the sword, aren't you? And she's like, it's cold. It's like, what do you mean it's freaking cold? You were holding it, no problem. And it seems like he was holding it and he actually had to use his powers. And the reason that she is able to hold it is because she doesn't have her powers anymore, because she doesn't believe in herself anymore. And apparently their power does come from them mentally believing in themselves and knowing that they have this power and they're super strong. I guess mentality is a big factor in this series. So I'm guessing Ultimatia will be able to use her powers again once she gains that confidence back. Kamui, making fun of her still, calls her Traumatia. She's freaking out because it's like, oh my god, am I not going to be able to use my power anymore? And he's like, I got you, girl. Tell me to go slaughter this man Ragna. Tell me, order me to go freaking beat this dude and you'll feel better. No, I don't want you to do that. You know, that's terrible. That's bad. And he's telling her, it's like, bro, be true to yourself. Be real with yourself. You want me to go slice this man up, don't you? And she's all like, no, that's terrible. It's like, no, you actually want him to go beat my man, bro. Be honest, bro. Just be honest. Stop trying to be this freaking saint. And the ship between Kamui and Ultimatia has definitely started here because he tells Ultimatia that it pisses me off that some random dude tried to kill my woman while I was not here. And she got all pissed off. It was like, what do you mean I'm your woman? I'm not your freaking woman. He does see her as, I guess, a romantic love interest. He does state that, you know why I actually take orders from you? It isn't out of really respect for your position. It isn't for God. It isn't for our freaking bloodline. It's because I want to be ordered by you because you are my woman. So my whole theory on if Ultimatia will be rest in pepperoni by the other superior dragons because she's not, well, the leader anymore. I mean, she technically still is, but because she doesn't have her power anymore, I was thinking that they would turn on her and be like, oh, you don't have your power anymore. You're nothing to us. We're just gonna slaughter you now. Nope, apparently not. They actually do deeply care about Ultimatia. And they're all really upset with how she's acting. Not that they're mad at her, but because they're worried about her because Ragna absolutely scarred this girl. It is nice to see that there's somewhat like a family, I guess, a really messed up family that wants to destroy all of humanity for God, I guess. Although Kamui has stated that he doesn't give a shit about God, he just cares about Ultimatia. Not that I'm rooting for the dragons by any means, but, you know, this episode, to me at least, makes me like Kamui and Ultimatia just that much more. So the absolute W interaction between Kamui and Ultimatia, we love to see it, but at the same time, there seems to be a little bit of a love triangle between Ultimatia, Kamui, and Nebulum. At the very end of this episode, yes, Ultimatia is all good now. She's back in action because of what Kamui has said, and she does care about Nebulum, it seems like, but more like a little brother because she sees him as a good boy and, well, he'll follow her orders. Even though she told everyone not to come and talk to her, Kamui does go into her room, and that's because Nebulum actually let him come into her room. And Ultimatia couldn't believe that Nebulum actually let that happen. Not that she was mad at him, but straight up, she's like, no, Nebulum's a good boy. He would follow my orders no matter what. You just threatened him or something like that to let yourself in. Nebulum actually did. He does state in his mind that, like, hey, I did let him in because I can't do anything. Nobody else can do anything. Only Kamui could get you out of this rut. And he does feel pretty bad about that because he's like, bro, I want to be close to Ultimatia like Kamui is to you. Between the two guys, I can definitely see Ultimatia going with Kamui more because, like I said, it seems like she sees Nebulum as a good boy, a little brother, not somebody who, well, you know, can take care of her. Nebulum, you're gonna have to step up in some way, and you definitely got a power-up. Now, I don't know if he's on the same level as Kamui now, but it is a W that he's gotten stronger, and I can't wait for Ragna versus Nebulum rematch as well. But even though we didn't get no amazing fights in this episode, it's still one of the best episodes so far. Everyone, I hope you all did enjoy the video, and if you would please use code ILLYA on all G Fuel orders, I would really appreciate that. And I hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whatever the hell time it is for you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.